Hey there! In today's episode, we'll be installing the happiness gas in the Nissan, doing some maintenance after the competition in Turin, and for the grand finale, the creme de la creme at the very end with Shoshonim. We'll be doing it at the airport. Preparations, meaning an intense training session before the national event that took place last weekend. So let's not waste any more time and get right into it. Alright, so this is what a happiness kit looks like, meaning nitrous oxide laughing gas. What do we have here? Let's find an engineer who can explain what this is. I've found an engineer. Hey Huragan, introduce yourself to millions of viewers.
I'm Huragan. Everyone knows, so does Ludzik.
What do we have in this lucky set?
The set is pretty simple. Basically, we have all the wiring here when it comes to the cables to connect our luck gas, so to speak, the fuel for this, because you have to screw in the polyethylene terephthalate fuel. It's a system that's wet. We have a combined valve that will control the fuel.
So here we have gas, which is very calorific. We inject it into the intake system with these hoses and mix it together with the fuel through this valve. So here is Eric. Hey Eric. Hey, so he will be installing nitro with me today. And here we have a T where the fuel and nitro mixture will go in. It's already installed. Huragan did it in a minute. My friend jokes that since it's for Americans, it must be simple.
They probably could never handle this in their life.
Where are we installing this?
It's best to install it here.
And it's kind of a quick installation. It turned out that the stroller is cracked. Here's the crack. It was literally holding on by 2 centimeters.
It's always good to listen to a wise man.
Nitro landed on board. The guys welded the cart really nicely. And now we're moving a few days after the competition in Turin. And see for yourself what needed to be done in my Nissan. Let's keep going. Today we'll do a post-competition car inspection. And I'll show you what it's about, what you need to pay attention to, and which parts have worn out. So without further ado, let's head into the workshop. And I've arrived. Hey there!
Hey there, surprise.
Surprise! What are we going to do with the car after the competition in Koszalin? What do you always pay attention to, and where do we start?
First, we need to tighten up the whole car. Mainly check the control arms, axles, winters, all the subframe mounts and so on, because as we know, cars just come loose during these kinds of competitions. The bolts loosen, so we need to check everything.
Let's get to work. Dear friends, listen, we're tightening the bolts. I tell Sebastian, what about me? The AdBlue broke down.
Eric is fixing the AdBlue now. The repair will be quick and good.
A permanent AdBlue repair. Listen. It's not just motorsport. Cars like this can also get a permanent AdBlue fix.
You can also create a power map, so listen up.
Let's get back to the screws. My friends, right now, Eric is checking the car. For now, just the bolts, for any cracks on all the mounts. And you probably won't see Eric. You can come here and show it. Did he find the first crack on the subframe? There's a crack on one mount here. You know what to do, Eric.
Remove the exhaust, take out that control arm, and you can on Aussie to scold.
Because of what you did with that cart earlier.
We were welding it too. It's already all cracked.
It was all cracked. We'll see in a moment if Eric finds anything. There was also some play found here on this pin. I just called Roman from Swagger, the Y-Swab distributor. He'll get me this part for one side and right away for the other side too. And the bushings will go to FF Sport and we'll keep going. Here we have a leak at the front from the winters. We'll need to get a seal for the pinion shaft at the front. Here we're checking the play on the support, the drive shaft bearings, and everything is fine. We're about to check tank sketch and drain the oil. So, Eric, what's happening here?
There was a bit of oil leaking. I'll open the top in a moment, pour in some cleaner, and we'll see what comes out, because it might be clogged.
And is it normal for oil to collect there?
It collects there and it will keep collecting. We'll see.
The tank has been checked. It's okay. Let's move on. Eric is still checking by the engine, because soon we'll be checking the compression. And to check the compression, we need to warm up the engine, because it's always measured when it's warm. Anything, Eric?
Around the engine, I haven't noticed anything for now.
And a new filter is going in. I just ordered it a moment ago, so there will be a new one, because this one has already seen its best days. Generally, it's running smoothly, like if you started up Maddie's. But honestly, this can probably make a big difference. We'll cut it off in a moment and see what the difference is. And here's the culprit. I hope he'll use it for the exhaust and not on me. But it's going to work. Eric Palto? So Vengos, do you like it?
It's disgusting.
But what, the sound or me?
You two are a good match, I can say.
On that pleasant note, we're warming up the engine for the compression test. All right, something was jamming near the starter for me.
What was clicking?
Well, it's been a while now that when starting up there were some sudden short circuits. So just another day, the starter died, and then the power.
Hold the start.
All right, sir, we've done the second compression check. It's 11.5 everywhere, only on the 6th. It's 11, just under 11.
That's how it is. The compression's always been the same, so nothing's changing.
That last one has always been weaker.
It's been that way since the engine was assembled.
So okay, now we're draining the oil and we'll check the oil filter. Oleg, this is the machine's debut, right? We're checking its condition now, and if it's good, we'll pour it back in.
Yeah, since oil is so expensive now, it's not a small amount.
And this oil looks like new.
Well, okay, we change it often. That's actually a very important thing.
You can unscrew the oil filter and we have the filter. So, shall we take it apart, sir? Once they sent me a video where they cut open a filter, those bastards scared me so much. Anyway, you can see now.
Now we have this filter cut open. Damn, man, what a mess. Fuck. I don't know where this came from. And here we go.
Commander, I'm here to inspect the bearing.
Very good.
Very good, listen.
The art is unused. A new filter was ordered to replace the old one. After all, air. We still have to weld the back here, fix those cracks, assemble the whole back of Winters and so on. All those little things.
And we still need to clean all these radiators. On this side, blow it out so all the dirt that collected between the fins comes out, so the car can cool properly. And that's basically how it goes, my friends. Over and over again, after every trip and competition. You have to take care of your ride if you want it to last a long time. That's it for today. The guys from Dos Calvo will finish working on the car, and we're heading to Torun to the airport, where we'll have a solid training session with the Shoshan. Let's go! Hey, welcome to the runway at the airport in Torun. Thanks to the courtesy of Motopark Torun, we can simulate the national track here. Specifically the first turn, and it's pretty wild because we can't drive onto the skid mat. And according to our calculations, that distance is intimidating, because here is the first clip on the national track, and where those tires are, that's where the initiation starts, and here is supposed to be that big turn. And first, so we don't waste time setting up the separators, we'll just drive the car through. Is it even possible to make it through? I think Sebastian will be the first person to check that. Go ahead. It'll be fine, Sebastian. Go check it out and do it in 4th gear. All right, that was the first run. Are you ready for the National? Well, man, it looks awesome.
Only those tires are in the way?
You know, but you can see it's possible to get through, so we'll start everything again in a moment.
But inside it's not that big anymore, right? When you're sitting here,
It doesn't seem that big anymore.
But you're the first one. Damn. Nice. Good job, man. Maybe we'll be McKeever. Damn, for sure. Maybe we'll be riding in the final.
I'll tell you, there's zero grip here.
No, but we'll break it in soon, but we'll break it in. All right, so go down. We know it can be awesome. All right, guys, it looks okay. Let's get to the measurements and set up the National.
Here we see a specimen of the tapeworm species, the common tapeworm. In everyday life is not dangerous, but if it gets upset, we might feel the effects of its presence. And the effects include stupid rambling, eating all the food from the fridge, no money in the account, and also strange words floating in the air. On the topic of drifting.
Look at Schumacher.
Yeah, but he was cutting off, but it was good. He doesn't need gas yet. Well, how was it? Okay, just the laminates.
Leave that flap. We'll fit later.
No! Fuck!
I need to realize that I must have the fish and already be pressing the gas, because even when I go full throttle from the fish, I still need to brake a bit. And the car accelerates much better than after using the handbrake.
Your wheels are spinning, and the car's mass is shifted outward, meaning it's in its natural zone, not relying on the handbrake. If you lock the drive, you have to really hit it so it doesn't stall. Because if it stalls, the front will go to the right into the barrier, and then you're on the barrier. But if you just give it more gas, you'll spin out and move away from the barrier. I've been telling Mikkel this all the time, and Mikkel finally understood it.
What happened? The trunk with the spoiler is here.
All right, my friends, I'm satisfied. I wanted to feel out the end, and you see, I just felt the rear of the car. I wanted to touch that separator, so I touched it. And what about my rear trunk? Oh no. It'll need to be repaired. The turn signal, the rear bumper, there's a slight tear here. Let's fix the car for the national holiday. Grab the zip ties.
It'll just be a zip tie, not an Elvis belt.
Oh, damn.
It broke during the initiation.
It's good this happened here, not at the National Stadium, or the car would have been totaled.
No, fuck.
Oh, but really wrecked.
What a hole, look.
A crater! Look, what a crater! Oh,
Fuck.
We'll sell the aluminum for training.
But I'll say this, gentlemen, Kickster, you make great content and always entertain.
But this is a military bolt from a set, right? So how did it get messed up in the box? A complaint? No, seriously, that's too much. Just look. This part just broke apart. Only a single screw, nothing else, not even creatures.
And look, even because of such a small part, you can mess up the whole competition, even if you're the best in the world.
Competition? I would have totaled the car, man. If there was concrete here, now that it's the national one, I'd have a car ready for the scrapyard. My $500,000 would disappear instantly. Just gone.
all right, we're wrapping up training. Both cars are pretty banged up, but it was a productive session, and we learned a lot. I got a feel for the car's length, since it looks like this. We have work ahead to patch the fiberglass. Thanks for today. See you.